Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Black Panther Marvel Exec says Chadwick Boseman will not be digitally recreated for sequel. No scenario involving the continuation of Marvel's Black Panther series doesn't involve some form of heartbreak. The movie star Chadwick Boseman suddenly passed away from cancer this summer, and his illness was kept secret the entire time until the day of his death. What to do with Panther moving forward, and how do you even fathom moving ahead without Boseman? A recent online rumor said Marvel was planning on using digital double recreations of Boseman at the beginning of the film in a way to lead the path for someone else to take on the mantle of the Black Panther. However, in an interview with Clarin via Comic Book, Executive Vice President of Marvel Studios, Victoria Alfonso, quickly poured water on that rumor. No, she responded when asked about the possibility of using digital recreations of Boseman. There's only one Chadwick and he's not with us. Our king, unfortunately, has died in real life, not just in fiction. And we are taking a little time to see how we return to the story and what we do to honor this chapter of what has happened to us. That was so unexpected, so painful, so terrible, really. While fans have speculated that Shuri or M'Baku could take over the role the former does in the comics, it sounds like Marvel isn't even at that stage, still grieving and still trying to decide what creative solution is used. We have to think carefully about what we're going to do and think about how we are going to honor the franchise, Alonso said. It should be said for skeptics. Lucasfilm said the same thing about Carrie Fisher, her passing and her inclusion in the final Star Wars Skywalker saga, which ended up being The Rise of Skywalker. Ultimately, they used previously unused footage of Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi as a workaround. Technically, it wasn't a digital recreation, it was old footage, but they digitally processed the hell out of it all over the place, including on top of a stand-in double acting in place of Fisher. So one supposes there's a workaround for everything and or every promise. Either way, the scenarios are bleak and devastating, as King T'Challa has to be somehow written out of the movie, either in some prologue or even some kind of explanatory preamble. Neither scenario is great, but it's unfortunately what Marvel has to live with. It's also interesting to hear Alonso say they are continuing to take time to figure out what to do. Black Panther 2 is currently scheduled for May 6, 2022, but it will not surprise if that gets delayed again and maybe even pushed back a whole year while they rewrite the screenplay, presumably mostly from scratch. So, do you think that they ought to recast somebody for the Black Panther role, or do you think they should just let the franchise go and just leave it at one movie? My thing is this. If you're going to recast somebody, you have to wait a while before you put it out, because T'Challa as well as Chadwick Boseman, that's who we see as the Black Panther. The mannerisms, the movement, the talking, the everything, the presence, it tells us T'Challa. And in order to recast that, you got to be careful when recasting or putting somebody there. Somebody was talking about, oh man, they just might as well just recast it, man. Chadwick won't mind. This sucks, man. That someone dies, you don't want to bring back the Black Panther. It's not that easy, man. You got to understand, the black community, we don't have a lot of heroes, especially comic book heroes. That's why I hope this Michael B. Jordan thing with Static Shock and this thing with McFarlane with Spawn, goes through, because this will be extra movies for young black men and black women to watch and to see that, hey, you know, we're being put into a good light, a different light. We're not being put in the same cliche light like the drug dealer, the pimp, or the junkie, or things like that. We got to see something different. It was a coming to America type feel to it. And it's just sad that Chadwick is gone. Chadwick was very talented, very very key to a lot of people supporting not only the Avengers but supporting Black Panther. See, Black Panther people went out and supported the Avengers, the first and the second one, because Chadwick Boseman was in there, and they were upset when he died. But when they made the movie, people got to understand, they didn't know Black Panther was going to be that powerful of an actor or movie. So when he came back on the second one, it was so mind blowing. That's why a lot of people went to see the Avengers too, because they got to see Black Panther in action, plus Spider Man. To me, they ought to recast, but just be careful with who they recast. To me, you can recast T'Challa, but you have to take your time with it. I would push this movie back to the 2023, and I would recast somebody as T'Challa and everything, and just continue with the story. I wouldn't even make another part one trying to reintroduce this new T'Challa. No, just bring another T'Challa back and go from there. Now it's gonna be pressure on them because Chadwick Boseman did such a great job, but I don't think we ought to destroy the character. The character is very key and is a top big time piece in the Marvel universe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you feel that they ought to scrap the whole Black Panther project, or do you feel they should recast T'Challa? Let me know on let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming content. And if you want to donate to the page, cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, guys. And we got more content coming. Thank you guys for supporting the page by hitting the like button. Please continue to hit the like button. And so everyone could see the video. So again, thank you for listening. We're out. Live boy.